Welcome to the Balance Blueprint, where we explore ways to live a more harmonious and fulfilling life. I'm your host, Brian, and today I'm thrilled to have a very special guest with me, author, life coach, and podcast creator, Orion Windsor. But before we dive in, Orion, I know you wanted to dedicate this episode.
Absolutely, Brian. I'd like to dedicate this episode to my good friend, Storm. Storm, your resilience and support remind me of the importance of connection in finding balance. You've been an inspiration to me, and I hope this episode reflects some of that positivity back to you.
That's beautiful, Orion. And before we dive into our topic today, I want to remind our listeners that Orion's website is a hub of resources, life coaching packages, and books. Check it out at orionwindsor.com. You'll also find his inspiring books on Amazon, including From Paradise to Purpose and Lost, but Never Alone. And if you love podcasts, Orion's other series, Embracing Positivity, is available on Spotify. Orion is not only a successful entrepreneur, running a thriving milkshake and smoothie bar in the southwest of the UK, but he's also a motivational speaker, life coach, and a powerful voice in the world of personal development. He's dedicated to helping others find strength, overcome challenges, and embrace change. Through his books, available on Amazon, and his popular podcast series, Orion shares profound insights on positivity, mental health, and the art of living a fulfilling life. His personal story is nothing short of remarkable. From facing life's toughest challenges to becoming an inspirational leader, Orion has turned every obstacle into a stepping stone. He's here to share his wisdom, his journey, and some practical tips we can all use to embrace change and find purpose. So without further ado, let's dive in. Orion, welcome to the show. We're thrilled to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me again. That was such a warm introduction. I'm really excited to be here and chat about finding balance in life and how we can all use it to navigate this modern world.
All right, Orion, let's jump in. What does it really mean to find balance in life?
Finding balance, Brian, is about managing the key areas of your life: work, relationships, health, and personal growth, so they complement each other instead of competing. Think of it like tuning an instrument. Every string has to be in harmony for the melody to flow.
Love that analogy. But where do people start, especially when life feels like chaos?
Start with awareness. Take a step back and ask yourself, where am I thriving? Where am I struggling? Life is like a pie chart. If one slice is taking over, like work or stress, then the other areas shrink. Balance begins with recognizing that and consciously reshaping the chart.
Makes sense. But what about workaholics who feel like they can't say no to their job?
Boundaries are your best friend. Balance isn't about doing less, it's about doing what matters more. Schedule personal time the way you schedule meetings. Block it out on your calendar and treat it as non-negotiable. Remember, if you burn out, you're no good to anyone. Not your job, not your loved ones, and certainly not yourself.
Good point. But what about those times when everything just feels like it's falling apart?
Those are defining moments. First, breathe and remind yourself that imbalance isn't failure, it's feedback. It's life saying, hey, something needs attention. Use those moments to recalibrate. Maybe it's time to let go of something that's no longer serving you, like an old habit, a toxic relationship, or even just unrealistic expectations.
Letting go can feel so hard, though. Any advice for that?
Think of it like holding on to two heavy bags. You can't pick up anything new until you put one of them down. Letting go isn't about giving up. It's about making space for what truly matters.
That's so empowering. So once you've let go, how do you maintain balance over the long term?
Consistency is key. Build regular check-ins into your routine. Weekly, monthly, or even daily, ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my values? And don't forget, balance is dynamic. Some weeks, your focus might shift to work, others to family or self-care. The goal isn't to keep everything perfectly equal, but to keep moving in harmony.
That's such a practical approach. Any final words of wisdom?
Definitely. Here is a few quotes to inspire you. Balance is not something you find, it's something you create. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Happiness is not a matter of intensity, but of balance, order, rhythm, and harmony. And to everyone listening, if you found this episode helpful, please pass it on to someone who might need it. Balance is something we can all work on together, and you never know who might need a little inspiration today.
Thank you, Orion, for such an insightful conversation. And for all of you listening, don't forget to check out Orion's website at orionwindsor.com, his books on Amazon, and his other podcast series, Embracing Positivity, available on Spotify. Share this episode with someone you care about, and let's keep spreading positivity and balance.
Thanks for having me, Brian. Stay balanced, everyone, and Storm. This one's just for you, finding life balance. Now it's your turn. Practice, practice, practice. Stay strong, my friend, and we'll catch up soon.
That wraps up today's episode of The Balance Blueprint.
Until next time, stay centered
And keep moving forward. Bye.
Step into the light, let your worries fall. Orion Windsor's here to help you stand tall. With a heart full of hope and a mind so clear, this podcast brings the vibe, no need to fear. This podcast brings the vibe, no need to fear. Orion Windsor here to lift you high. Positivity's the limit, we're touching the sky. Every week we rise, every day we grow. Tune into the podcast, let your light show. Positivity's the limit, we're touching the sky. Every week we rise, every day we grow. Tune into the podcast, let your light show.